Hello there and welcome to Fairyland Cottage, and thanks for joining me here today. It is 2018. Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope that the year is getting off to a really great start. I thought that January was the optimum month to declutter stuff that you have in your house that you do not use or you do not love anymore. And as we're trying to live life more simply, it is also important to be responsible of how we dispose of all these products. So I'm going to start with clothes, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks of how to declutter efficiently and also how to dispose responsibly. Did you know that every year in the UK alone, 300,000 tons of clothes end up on landfill? So it is so important that we dispose of the clothes properly. The first step is to get all your clothes that you possess and bring them out of the wardrobe, the drawers, into an open space so that you can see everything. Make sure not to forget things like shoes and hats and scarves and gloves and underwear. Everything out, and make sure you have any winter or summer clothing that you have stored away. Before you start, get yourself a high energy drink. I love matcha tea, and put on your favorite music. I always start with the clothes that I have on hangers. Go through each piece of clothing on the hanger and ask yourself these 3 questions. Does it fit you? We keep onto clothes a lot of times that we used to wear when we were either larger in size or smaller in size. If it does not fit you now, there is no point you keeping it for the future. Just keep in your wardrobe what fits you right now. If it does fit you, ask yourself, do you love this piece of clothing? If the answer is yes and you love this piece of clothing, ask yourself, when was the last time I wore it? And if it's over 18 months ago and you still really love it, well then you can keep it and check in after a month or 2, and if you still haven't worn it, move it on. Keep going through all your clothes. I like to keep one piece of clothing on hangers so that I know everything that I have. This is a quick hanger trick. Anything that you haven't worn in ages but you still really love, or anything that you're not quite sure of, just turn the hanger around the opposite way to all the other hangers, and then if you haven't worn it after a few months, then say goodbye to it. You can have 3 boxes. One of them is for clothes that need fixing. The next box is going to be ones that you're not quite sure and you just can't decide right now. Third box will be the clothes that you are giving away to either friends or to charity. Once you've gone through all the clothes on hangers, you can then go through all your folded clothes. Now I've brought everything out onto the sofa and just start going through them all. Ask yourself the same 3 questions. Does this fit me? Do I love wearing this? And have I worn it recently? I have a great link to a website down below that has such great tips for anybody, no matter what country you're living in, of how to refashion and upcycle clothes, how to care for your clothes and repair clothes that you already have, and how to buy clothing responsibly. So check those out. There's loads of ideas there, and it's a charity, so that's also great. All those t-shirts that you don't use anymore, a great thing is you can make those into produce bags. I'll leave a link down below to a girl who is great at showing you how to make those. Don't forget things like hats, scarves and gloves. A really nice tip is just to have a small basket, and whatever can fit in that basket, you'll just keep, and then let go of stuff if it does not fit in there. It's just a way of streamlining things. Once you've finished those sections, I'm going to move on to coats, shoes and bags. Go through each one by one, same questions. Unless it brings you joy and you love wearing it, move it on to somebody else that will. Shoes, go through each one, same 3 questions and move them on. You can keep shoe boxes for storage. These are great for that. I love giving clothes to charity shops because then somebody else can use them. If you've got some expensive clothes, you can sell these also online and make some cash. Next section is undergarments. I like to put each section into little categories. It just makes it easier. For your underwear, use it for stuffing for cushions. It's a great way to just reuse something without getting rid of it. And of course, socks, as we know, are brilliant for dusting. There you have it. You have decluttered and streamlined. every single piece of clothing that you possess all summer, all winter. So everything that you have left should be things that you really love and you wear. This is everything that's gone back in. And as you can see, the wardrobe beside it is completely empty. I like to keep my coats and my shoes beside the door. And then these sections here, it's really nice to use a shoebox to put maybe your t-shirts and your leggings in, and then you can just pull it out and use it. The same with the undergarments on top, you can just pull those down and you know exactly what you're looking for. I like to keep the bottom of the wardrobe just a little basket with the hats and scarves and gloves. I'm going to come back in a few months, and those hangers that I switched the opposite way on the left there, if they haven't been worn, I'm going to say goodbye to them. If you buy something new, maybe when you bring it into the wardrobe, you can consider just letting go of something that you already have and you don't wear anymore. That little basket that you have of stuff to be fixed, make sure you give yourself the time to fix them, and then if you're not going to fix them, move them on to somebody that will. That is it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments below what is the most difficult area of your house that you find to declutter. And also pop over to Instagram and say hello over there, it's Fairyland Cottage, and subscribe if you want to join me next week. And if you do declutter during the week, make sure to keep your energy high, make it fun, give yourself regular breaks, and keep yourself hydrated. That's it. Bye now. See you next week.